Good afternoon, and welcome to Leading the Conversation. This is NAMI Northern Illinois' almost weekly, uh, I'll call it a podcast. And we have a special guest with us this afternoon. Uh, Brittany Wilkerson is the Information and Assistance Specialist for the NI Agency on Aging. And she's been with that company for over 3 years. Brittany works with clients to apply for a different variety of services that they could benefit from. In her presentation, she'll discuss some of the popular services that she does, such as license plates, sticker discounts, free bus cards, SNAP, LIHEAP, and Medicare and Medicaid. And I know that that's a topic that is very important in these days. Brittany, welcome to Leading the Conversation.
Thank you. Thank you. Um, so today I'm going to talk about some of the popular services that we do in our office. I'm going to start with the license plate discount, free bus card. That's the most popular one. It's for anyone that is 65, bear with me, 65 plus or disabled. They can get, instead of paying the $151 for the license plate sticker, they would just pay $10. With that, also, they can get a free bus card to ride the city bus. For that program, they have to be 65 plus or disabled, and there also is an income requirement depending on their household size. So that's a popular one that we do here. Another pretty popular one would be we help people sign up for Medicaid and SNAP. Those are just the basic applications that we do here. We also, everyone here is SHIP trained, so we are able to look at Medicare plans, help them with Part D plans, and sign them up for original Medicare, or if they want an Advantage plan, we can also look at those as well. We do LIHEAP. At the moment, we aren't taking any more applications until the new season starts in October, but we do offer assistance with LIHEAP. We have a couple of different grants as well that we offer. We have the respite grant, which is designed to give caregivers a break. And we also have family crisis that's available for anybody 18 and older. And we also have Crohn's coins, which is for females that own their own home. Those are the three main ones that we have here. Also, what's the other one I was going to talk about? Those are the main ones that we do here are the license plate, the free bus card, SNAP and Medicaid, and the grants. Those are the big ones that we do here. We're a resource center though, so anyone comes to us looking for services, we don't do it in our office. We find or direct them to places that we know offer those services. It's pretty much a rundown of what we do here.
Well, Brittany, this is really a very important topic to me because I just turned 65, and so Medicare insurance just kicked in for me. And well, first of all, a friend of mine told me about a person who could tell me what to do. You get this avalanche of different mail offerings, all talking about different plans. It gets very confusing. And I think that started when I turned 60, well, actually this year, at the beginning of the year when I was going to turn 65. So I hear that there's millions of people turning 65 every day. Have you heard that statistic?
Yeah.
Us boomers. And so a lot of people may be facing this situation. Can you tell us how a person could get started? First of all, how do they find your agency?
Yeah, well, the first part of when you turn 65 is you're gonna want to turn on your Part A and Part B, which you can do through Social Security. And a lot of times Social Security will recommend people to us. Once they have their red, white, and blue card with their Medicare number, that's when they can come and see us and we can look at plans for them. The key thing is having that Medicare number. That's what we need in order to look at plans for them. So once they turn on Part A and Part B and get their red, white, and blue card, then they come to see us and we can enroll them into a plan that suits them.
Boy, now that honestly, I have to admit that the first time I heard about your agency was when I heard you were going to be a guest on our program. Can you tell me a little bit about where you're located and how a person would find out about you?
Yeah, so we're located on South Alpine. We're right across the street from the old Colonial Village. Also in our building, there used to be a popular restaurant called Top of the Rock. A lot of people know us when we say that. They know exactly where we're at.
Hmm.
And a lot of people, they say they hear from us, they just call around and people refer them to us, rather if it's Social Security, someone at church, a neighbor. Um, a lot of different ways people refer them to us.
Well, so it says that you've been working with the company for 3 years. What's your background? How did you get involved in working with services for people who are aging?
Yeah, so I actually started off as the receptionist. I was a receptionist for about a year, I want a year and a half. And then I just got with being a receptionist, I just got used to working with the clients and getting familiar with some of our services. So then I was promoted to be in the position that I am now, which I've been in this position for, it just was 2 years last week. But total, I've been with the company for 4 years now.
I see. And your title is Information and Assistance Specialist, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, what is your exact address?
It's 1111 South Alpine Road.
Oh, okay. It's a big white building, right?
Yep. We're in the same building as the Fifth and Third Bank. It's
I
not the bank side,
gotcha.
but there's signs still out there. So
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
I'm familiar with that building. It's really,
yeah.
right
You miss
across from
us.
Colonial Village, right?
Yep.
All right. And are you, can people just walk in for an appointment?
It kind of just depends. Sometimes we're able to take walk-ins. Sometimes our schedule is so busy that we aren't able to see walk-ins. We encourage for people to set up an appointment. Um, it kind of just it also just depends on what they're looking for. If they're looking for the license plate sticker discount, they actually don't need an appointment for that. What they would have to do is bring in their last year's income into our office. And our receptionist takes copies of everything that she needs, and then she puts those applications online and they'll follow up with the clients once they're approved.
Okay.
Um,
Now,
one that they don't need an appointment for. Um, but anything else outside of the license plate discount, I would recommend for them to set up an appointment.
okay. Well, I know we quickly went through those services. Let's take them one at a time. You mentioned the license plate sticker discount. How much is that discount?
So that instead of them paying 151, they would pay just $10.
And who's eligible for that discount?
Anyone that is 65 plus or disabled. And also there is an income requirement, depending on their household size, they would have to meet the income requirement as well to be approved.
Wow, that's a significant discount.
Yeah. And it's good, the discount is good for 2 years. So every 2 years, they would just come back to see us and keep on renewing every 2 years to keep getting the discount.
Wonderful. Wow, that's important. Let's see, the next thing is the free bus card. Can you tell me a little bit about that program?
Yeah, so it's the same application as a license plate discount, same requirements, 65 plus or disabled, and the income requirement. And it's a free bus card to ride the city bus. Only thing they would have to do is pay, I believe it's $5 for them to take their picture down at the bus station. Other than that, they get the free bus card, and that's good for 2 years as well.
Wow, that's wonderful. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Now, we hear a lot these days about um, cuts to Medicare, Medicaid, and SNAP. Uh, those and also LIHEAP. Now, those are programs that you currently are working with. Should people be concerned about that at this time? Those cuts that people hear about?
Um, I don't think they should, but I also am not 100% sure either.
That
So
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah, I don't know. I would hope they don't have to be worried, but I'm not.
But as of this moment, people can still apply for those programs.
Yes, of course.
Now, you mentioned you're no longer taking LIHEAP. When did you start taking LIHEAP and when did it stop? Is it seasonal?
Yeah, so we started taking applications October of last year. And the program is good until August. But funds are extremely low right now, so they asked us to stop taking applications for LIHEAP. And then that will start back up again in October.
And now that I think of it, LIHEAP is one of those acronyms that people use. Some people may not be familiar with that program. Can you explain what LIHEAP is and who
Yeah,
is
so
eligible for it?
it is, I have that low income energy assistant. Let me see, LIHEAP. It's the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. That's what LIHEAP stands for. And it's help with Common and NICOR. A certain amount of money can be put onto their Common and NICOR account to help them go towards that bill. For that, it's open to any age, but there is income requirements depending on household size. That's really the only requirement for LIHEAP is the
It's
income,
income based. I
income
see.
based. Yep.
Mhm. And that it sounds like that's a fund that had a certain amount, but now those funds have pretty much run out.
Yeah,
But the program
they're
only goes till August anyway, right? If I'm
right.
understanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also know, just recently I found out that ComEd is doing, some assistance for $500, I believe the number was. They can contact Salvation Army, and they'll help them assist them in that ComEd, program that they're having right now.
It sounds like you kind of stay abreast of all of the different discounts that people might um, be eligible for or programs that might help people who are aging. Is that true?
Yeah. Like I said, we're kind of like a resource center, so if we don't offer that service here, we're gonna know where to be able to direct them to that we know can offer that service for them.
All right. Okay. Now, this one's a little bit personal for me. What about people who need assistance with caring for an aging parent, or let's say, um, having somebody come in and assist somebody so that that person can stay in their own home? Is that something that uh, you're involved in as well?
Yeah, so we do have the respite program. It's for $1,000. We have contracts with different agencies in the area, and it's in-home help. So someone from a provider would come in and offer in-home assistance. There is also the community care program through Mercy Health at Home. They also have a um, in-home helps program that they also offer. I know for Mercy Health, they have to be on Medicaid in order to receive in-home help. With us, the only thing is they have to be 60 and older and frail in order to get our respite program. And it's good for 3 months. So they would have in-home assistance for 3 months.
That's good to hear because uh, I know that some people don't qualify for that Mercy Help at Home because they're not on Medicaid, but
Right.
it is nice to know because we've looked into it and finding a person to come in and help can be rather expensive
Mhm.
if you don't have that Medicaid assistance. Um, can you also assist people in finding um, someone to do that respite care?
Yeah, so we have contracts with different agencies in the area that that's a list they can choose from for who they want to help, the in-home help from,
Okay.
different
Uh,
providers for.
that's wonderful. You know, I forgot to mention to our participants that they can enter questions either into the chat or the Q&A box. And I've almost forgot to mention that. So if anyone in our listening viewing audience has a question, feel free to type the question into the Q&A because this is really an important topic. We're helping to care for my wife's mom who is 90, and even though she lives right next door to us, it can be kind of tiring on me and my family to do all that care. So that's what the respite program is for, to be able to have somebody to come in and help, right?
Yeah, the respite program, it's designed to give the caregiver a break.
That is very important. Um, so again, I don't know how a person would find out about your agency. You said that sometimes the referrals come from uh, Social Security and things like that, right?
Yeah, Social Security, Mercy Health at Home. I have people say that they've recommended them to us. Sometimes they call like nursing homes. Nursing homes will give their information our information to them. Um, Sometimes it's just from friends, people at church, neighbors. Uh, it's
I
kind of,
assume you have a website. Do you?
yes, yes, we do.
Can you tell me what that web address is?
Yeah, it is www.nwilaaa.org.
Okay, so it's NWIAAA.org, right? I
NWILAAA.
know.
Yeah,
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Northwestern Illinois Area Agency on Aging.
yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting. Um, do you have any, we've talked about people uh, getting assistance navigating the different Medicare plans. Can you tell me a little bit about how people could find out how to apply for Medicaid or other state aids such as SNAP?
Yeah, so
Um,
typically, when a client comes in, we screen them for all services. Because we look at their income and we kind of go over like, okay, let's see what you're eligible for. Are you eligible for Medicaid, SNAP, LIHEAP, license plate sticker? We kind of just do a screening of all the services to see what they could qualify for, depending on their income.
all right. Now, I know that there is a, what do I want to call it? There's a view called, I'm sorry, a website called ABE.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit, is that where a person would go first if, uh, or do you guys handle all of that sort of thing? You handle the applications on the state website?
Yeah, so we actually do the paper applications, because we do the paper applications and we fax them over directly to the DHS office. But you can go on aid.org and you can do the application directly on there. Um, Either or, paper application or the aid. You have to make an account for aid in order to apply for the application, which can kind of be tricky for some. But other than that, paper applications.
Well, that's a good point. You're talking about people my age, 65 and older, and sometimes dealing with the technology can be a little intimidating for people, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Wow. All right. Let's see. I have to ask this one more question that has come up quite a bit. Well, you talked about the bus pass. Can you talk about other transportation assistance, or you must have some connection with RMTD? Uh, I'm thinking about the paratransit. Sometimes people need assistance um, getting to the bus. Do you have any advice for people who are having transportation issues?
Uh, Transportation is, that's a big one, especially in this area. People need to get to doctor's appointments and stuff like that. Um, Normally, if someone calls me for transportation, I either offer the or direct them to Lifescape because they have their transportation program, or I give them the number directly to RMTD. Because we don't really have any other way of getting them transportation besides just referring those numbers to them.
Well, that's good advice. I mean, it is a concern, and at least you do have access to the bus pass, the free bus pass for people. You said that's for 65 and older
Or disabled, drawing
or
disability.
disabled. All right. Well, I see that there is a question in the Q&A. I'll read it to you. It says, "My husband has a free bus card because of his age, but he was told at the bus station that it is good indefinitely. Uh, the bus card does not expire. Is this true?"
So the one that we do, it's good for 2 years, and every 2 years they have to renew it.
I see. Okay, so it's possible that um, our question, the person who typed the question may have a card from a different agency or from RMTD that does not expire.
Yeah, that's what it's sounding like. Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you for the question. That was from Sue, a good friend of ours, Sue Lewis. Um, well, I feel that you have been very helpful, very informative. Know where the building is located, how what your web address is. We've talked about that. Is there a phone number that a person could call to make an appointment?
Yeah, so we have our phone number, it's 815-226-4901. We also do have an email address as well. The email is info@nwilaa.org. So phone,
All
or
right.
they can get a hold of us.
All right. And I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning that this webinar is going to be recorded and posted to NAMI Northern Illinois' YouTube page. And in the description, I will put those numbers and addresses.
Perfect.
So, Brittany, I'd like to thank you very much for a
Yeah.
very informative half hour. Our guest today on Leading the Conversation has been Brittany Wilkerson. She's the Information and Assistance Specialist for NIAAA, the Northwestern Illinois Area Agency on Aging. And for people who are disabled or uh, getting into their 60s, uh, it sounds like a good resource for people in this area.
Of course.
So I'd like to thank you, Brittany, for your assistance and your participation in our program here and partnering with NAMI. Of course, NAMI's mission is to provide resources and help for people dealing with all issues having to do with mental health. You can find more information on our programs and services at www.naminorthernillinois.org. And this has been Leading the Conversation. My name is Warren Boykin. I'm the Program and Outreach Coordinator, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.